$5 a gallon. Look at how tiny this plane is. It's a Lynchburg. Yo! All right, it's the big day. 3:42 a.m. Gotta go catch a flight out to Virginia. Des, you wanna be on camera? Bobo. She's like, why are you leaving me? Getting ready to leave. Uber to Virginia. Uber to the airport, take a flight to Virginia. Go meet up with the seller to pick up this Ford Raptor. Super excited, but obviously it's way too early and I'm tired. And then we are going to have a 12-hour drive home. So it's gonna be pretty eventful, and I'm gonna try to get as much of it on camera as I can, but yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna call this Uber. So we need to hurry up and get ready to get out the door, you know? I'll be ready. Okay. All right, here we go. So made it through the TSA garbage, security, pre-check stuff. It's probably the worst part of flying is having to go through all that BS, but about to catch the first flight over to Charlotte. We have an hour layover there, and then the second flight is going to be to Lynchburg, Virginia. There was no direct flights, so we have to do it this way, but the flight should be short and sweet. I'm going to go ahead and go into detail once we land in Lynchburg and get the truck, and about everything on how this all came about, how I found the truck, why traveling to Virginia to go get it, and all this extra stuff. But in the meantime, I got to catch this plane to Charlotte, so let's go. Alright, so we're in Charlotte now. Let me see what you got. You didn't even drink it yet. She stopped at Jamba Juice because apparently she was dying of thirst. So
don't need a water.
I'm gonna stop and get some food somewhere. We got about an hour to burn before we catch this next flight to Lynchburg. So gonna grab some food and then we'll be right back on a plane. And hopefully to this truck shortly. Hopefully the guy shows up. Look at how tiny this plane is. It's a Lynchburg. Nez, I don't know if we're gonna make it, Nez. All right, well, Jake should be here with the Raptor, and I think I see it. You ready? Let's see. Let's see. Yo!
How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Nice to meet you.
What's going on, Nick, man?
Hopefully you want to be
This
a new
is Daz. Hey, how
Hi,
are
nice
you?
to meet you. Hug.
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
you.
Yeah, sorry, we ended up taking off like 20 minutes later. I don't know what was going on.
That's how Charlotte is.
The plane broke down and they had to do a quick repair on the
Okay.
runway or what, dude. But yeah,
Nice.
dope, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's so
What do you
crazy
think?
to see it in person,
Right,
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Man, you got it all signed up and everything, man. It's bigger than the plane we rode in on, this thing, man. It's bigger than the plane.
Yeah, I could not believe that.
Wow,
I've been on
dude.
millions of airplanes, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it's-
what is this? Yeah.
She's in good shape.
Dude, yeah, she's awesome, man. All right. So here she is in all her glory. The seller, Jake, just left recently. We switched over the paperwork. I did go for a little test drive on it. Nowhere too crazy, nothing far. But I wasn't able to really set up the GoPro for all that. So I will try to get it set up better in a second here once we get rolling. But yeah, 2014 Gen 1 Ford Raptor. It's the 4-door, the Super Crew, SVT, all that jazz. We got some aftermarket rims on there that he put on. It's only a 2-owner vehicle, me being the 3rd owner. But the guy I just got it from, Jake, he actually got it completely stock, and he did everything you see that's aftermarket on this truck. He did it himself. So he got it ceramic coated. He threw some tints on it. Obviously different tires, different rims. Couple little nice touches here with the to match the rims, like that bronze color, gold color. But really, really clean. And this one is like basically fully loaded with every option you could possibly have on it at the time in 2014. He's got the shocks, the Fox shocks rebuilt. He had receipts for everything. He has a whole thing of receipts of just basic oil changes and everything. We got some of our stuff back there. He also has the rim for the spare tire. What do you think?
I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
Daz is still unsure about it.
Feels safe.
She says it feels big and safe. And she also said that she feels like she'll be able to sleep fine on the way home in it. But yeah, black, obviously, tuxedo black. It's got the red interior, Sony sound system. He's got WeatherTech floor mats, but he swapped it out with like the Raptor off-road. Super, super nice. I don't want to hear this beeping. Hold on. There we go. And then yeah, just so you guys can see it from this angle. He also had the original air filter that he included in there that he still had, and there's that rim I was telling you guys about, because he does. Let me pop this hood for you guys real quick. Along with the rims and tires and some of the cosmetic stuff, he also has done a full exhaust, Corsa Extreme exhaust, and then he also has done a JLT air intake on it. So he's got a newer battery, JLT air intake, the full Corsa Extreme exhaust. He did do the Fuse 27 relocation, which is great for me. One less thing I got to worry about. And yeah, I'm super, super excited. But I got basically now a 12-hour drive home. So although I'm excited and going to be driving this new truck, 12-hour drive is still a 12-hour drive. So we're going to get rolling here in a second. I'm going to set up the GoPro so you guys can kind of get the first driving impressions of me actually being able to open this thing up, get it on the highway, and feel the power of this beast. Now with him having the exhaust on it and the intake and all that stuff, he did do a tune through 5-star. So right now this truck does have a 5-star tune on it. It's a 93 street or performance tune. But he does have it loaded up where I could switch it to 87 octane if I want to do that, plug it in and mess with all that jazz. So
Right now, I'm just gonna roll with the 93. Once we stop somewhere halfway home or whenever we gotta fill this thing up, I'll probably switch it to 87 and just fill it up with the regular gas and see the difference in how it rides and stuff. But yeah, for now, we're gonna be rolling the 93, so we're gonna have all the power we could possibly get out of this thing. But yeah, let's get rolling and see how she rides. Damn, guys, you know where the gas pedal's at?
Is it off?
Alright, come on, step on it a little bit. Give it a little gas. Alright, gas is $5 a gallon. Damn, man. Okay, so we're cruising in the truck now. I tried to get as much content of everything as I could, but I also didn't want to be, you know, holding them up by trying to stick a camera in their face and document every single thing. So he basically went over a couple different things, modifications he's done to the truck, some of the things I've already talked to you guys about, and we set off. I topped off the fuel tank, and we've been on the way now. So definitely a lot different driving something this big. And you definitely feel like in the steering a lot just how heavy and like how big of a vehicle it is, but super comfortable and actually super quiet. I was worried that the Corsa exhaust would be a little too like extreme and over the top, and that like on the highway would kind of have that drone, but I have the cruise control set about 70 miles per hour right now, and it's you don't even really hear it unless you get on it. So yeah, that's basically it. I know a lot of you guys are probably confused on like how I came up with this idea to travel from Chicago to Virginia to get this thing and how I even found it. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. I'm actually in a couple different Gen 1 Raptor pages and forums on Facebook, and I've been just shopping around, keeping my eye out there. In forums, a lot of times guys will throw their stuff out there and just, you know, see what they can get for it. And Jake ended up posting his with some pictures, and I noticed when shopping for these Gen 1 Raptors, it's like one of two things. It's either you basically get one, it's a super clean truck that has like no miles on it with one owner, and the guy's asking $60,000 for it, or you have the other extreme, which is somebody who has heavily modified the vehicle. It's got like 150,000 miles on it, and they kind of beat it up, and it's gone through multiple owners of people just buying them and just, you know, riding them hard and rough, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But I was kind of looking for that sweet spot in the middle, something that, you know, was clean, was well maintained. If it had a little bit of mods, I was okay with it. I didn't really care if it was bone stock or not. But like I said with Jake, like you guys saw with the rims and the intake, the exhaust, obviously, the little tune on here. He did do some things, but nothing crazy like a lift or anything like that with the suspension. So I saw this one has 89,000 miles on it. He was only the second owner, and yeah, we were able to come to an agreement on the price, and I got, you know, set up for financing with a loan, and I was able to set up a time to come out here and now drive this thing home. So I'm looking forward to doing a lot of different content with the truck and putting like my own touches on it. I don't know what's going to be first, but I'm just really excited to at least get it home, and it's definitely better than what I expected it to be. It's crazy because you see videos and you see pictures of the trucks, but it just doesn't really do it justice until you see it in person, actually how big they are. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it is driving it back home in Chicago. What are your thoughts on the Raptor? I think once that, you know, she saw it in person when we first walked out, you were kind of like, whoa, right? Like it is big, like it's a big truck.
Yeah, it's taller and bigger on the inside than I thought. I like that the inside's spacious and it's updated for being a 2014. So
yeah, there's like a lot of different. Obviously, the navigation with Ford's sync system from back here in 2014 isn't all the greatest, so I don't even have it up right now. I'm just using my phone for GPS. But I mean, it has, you know, this is all
heated and cooled seats, and like the gauges and everything like that aren't bad. I mean, there's certain things that you could see, little details where you're like, oh, you can tell it's a 2014, but for the most part, I feel like it's aged really well. And I think like a lot of people who aren't really into trucks or cars, they wouldn't even really be able to know. You know, I personally, I know a lot of people are different. I personally love the way the Gen 1 Raptor looks. I know there's a lot of people who don't like it. They're not, you know, a fan of the front of it or whatever, but me, it has everything I need and more. So I think it'll be a really good fit. I reset my MPG on here before we took off on the highway, and I'm averaging a solid 12.1 right now. So keep in mind, I mean, it is what it is. It's a 6.2 liter V8 truck. It's heavy, it's big, it's gonna eat up gas, but that's not why I bought the thing. I didn't buy it to be good on gas. But also this one is not stock. It has a 93 octane, you know, performance tune on it and things like that, which definitely plays a role in the fuel consumption as well and how the truck acts. So, but it's all right. We are currently, it says about, well, this is wrong, right? This is my GPS. We've been in and out of the hills in Virginia, so my GPS, the ETA has been fluctuating everywhere between 3.5 hours to 10. So
There's like 8 hours left.
yeah, we're somewhere probably around like the 8 or 9 hour mark until we get back home. So we are just gonna keep cruising along. But hope you guys enjoyed the video and experiencing me taking delivery of this truck. Definitely keep an eye out for more content coming soon with it. Hopefully be able to have some fun with it in the winter as well with the snow in Chicago. But yeah, we'll see how she goes. So if you guys enjoyed it, like always, give me a little thumbs up, comment, subscribe. You know, if you think Des looks sexy or whatever, you know, drop a comment maybe. Just so you guys get an idea of what we're dealing with here. This is currently what we're driving through right now. It is just like literally trees as far as the eye can see with this. It's crazy. But it is nice that we came in fall because all the colors and everything like that looks awesome. But yeah, we got a little bit of a cruise ahead of us, so that's gonna conclude the video. You guys got any questions, comments, anything like that about the truck or about Des, just feel free to drop them below. Peace!